Hello and welcome to the supplemental learning video from Play and Learn Storytime, Newburgh Free Library, February 17th, 2021. My name is Sarah Scoggin, and we're sorry we missed you at our live Zoom Storytime, but I just want to show you a few of the rhymes and songs from that Play and Learn Storytime. If you don't have a ukulele, you could just sing the song and then see how many different words you can fill in. So the more we sing together, how about the more we care together? The more we care together, 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 the more we care together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we care together, the happier we'll be. You could say laugh together, jump together, whatever you want to put into the song. So the theme for this story time was food. I just want to share a couple of quick book recommendations. I'm afraid that due to copyright I can't read this book to you right now, but I do recommend Little Pea by Amy Krauss Rosenthal and illustrated by Jen Karase. So this is a story of Little Pea, who is such a picky eater. How will his mom and dad get him to eat his candy? The next is a rhyme called A Chubby Little Snowman. A chubby little snowman had a carrot for a nose. Along came a bunny, and what do you suppose? That hungry little bunny, looking for his lunch, ate that little snowman's nose, nibble, nibble, crunch. The next rhyme is little donuts. It's usually 5 little donuts. I have 3 here. You can do it with any number. I'm going to do 3 because let's say there were 3 people living in a family. 3 little donuts in the bakery shop. You know, the kind with icing and the sprinkles on top? Along came Daddy with a penny to pay. He bought 1 donut and took it away. 2 little donuts in the bakery shop. You know, the kind with icing and the sprinkles on top. Along came Mommy with a penny to pay. Bought 1 donut and took it away. 1 little donut in the bakery shop. You know, the kind with icing and the sprinkles on top. Along came, whatever the child's name is, let's say, along came Amy with a penny to pay, bought that donut and took it away. No more donuts. 0. So those are just pictures that I printed and cut out. I laminated mine, but you don't have to do that. You could use packing tape if you wanted to simulate laminating them, and I just used rolled tape. You could put Velcro on the back. You could even just put them on the floor and not put them up on a board at all, and be creative with your version of the family food rhyme. Or you could check out a cookbook from our collection via curbside pickup. Or you can try the Pick Books For Me service on our website. If you're not sure exactly what you want, you can tell us what kind of book you're interested in, and we'll pick out a few. I just picked this one, Rachel Ray's Yummo, the family cookbook, as an example because it has sidebars that tell you what the littles can do to help you cook. So maybe in one recipe they can help you spread something or roll up a tortilla, something like that. But any cookbook with a lot of pictures is good, because then you could flip through with your young one and they might surprise you that they say, "Yum, I want to try that." And then you can experiment with food that way. Finally, I'd just like to mention the Newburgh Basics 5 simple strategies for creating a loving and learning environment in the home. Today's strategy is count, group, and compare. So you can do this with anything in your home. I'm going to use some plastic food. Maybe you have some toy food at your house. You could have cardboard food, felt food, paper food that you draw or print. So using whatever you have. You can use real food in many cases for counting things, grouping them, and comparing them. You noticed before when there were no more donuts, I said 0. So they've eaten everything on their plate, or there's none of something, to just say there's 0. And to use math words like that just throughout the day, as opposed to a math lesson that's necessarily set aside from the rest of your day. You could do a pattern, something like a red apple, a green apple, and a red apple. Another good one to do in real life if you have different colored apples. You could have them group things, count, group, and compare. Maybe they can find all the red food in a set. Or you could have them count the syllables in tomato and potato. They each have 3 syllables. You could clap them. Mention that they rhyme while you're at it. So just to pause and think about what food you have, or food toys. Here I have a banana that breaks into 2 halves. You can talk about half of something. You can say 1 is a whole. You can say a half. You could even say a quarter, just to use those math words. You could compare the sizes of things, large banana and a small banana. Here at the library we have a lot of toy food, and so we actually sort them by the kind of food it is. So this is my protein bin. We actually say the proteins all go together while we're cleaning up. Of course, they would need help knowing what bin to toss them in, but they quickly could figure out, okay, vegetables versus fruits as they clean up their toy food. You can have fun with that sort of activity. So we've got a fish, we've got an egg, we've got some chicken, beans. So even though you're not explaining what protein means, just the idea that there are different types of food. So that's all we have for you today. I hope you will join us next time. Our next live story time will be on March 3rd. So there's registration details in the description. If you register once, you can come to any of the programs, Play and Learn or Play and Chat, Wednesday mornings at 10 in the month of March. Thanks so much for watching.